Hey guys, this is Kirob speaking, and today we are back in the Cyclist tactics with our playthrough of career mode with Old Empire Racing, bringing glory to Archanan. And what we have just discovered in the last episode is that Sansa is indeed not a climber. Surprise, surprise! But yeah, we are going to continue right there and see if we can scavenge any remains of this. We messed it up. Should have gone for the win on stage number 3 instead of saving it up for stage number 4, which then was a complete failure. We are now back in 14th place. The distance is not too large, but yes, there is a lot of hazards along the way today. And what we are going to do is drop him back into P3, try to ride, have our strongest riders up front, and like David Perry, and do some good pulling. David Perry is looking pretty strong today, by the way. Is he in the favorites for today? No, he isn't. How many turns are we behind now? Oh, we managed to come in front of Anthony Girard because, well, he DNF'd while we are still running very high deficiencies in terms of turns. And now, this stage, way too much climbing for Sansa once again. This -1 in climbing really messes him up. But one thing that we might be seeing here is that some of these riders are getting seriously low. And you can see that there. Well, David Perry not so much. But you see that, yeah? Oh, a few. Frank Washington at 61. 60, Justin Gray 69. Of course, Justin Gray's at 69. Nice! So we're going to give it a shot with David Perry in the escape group. And just see who's... what? Oh, there he is, yes. And Sansa is dropping behind. I don't see any attack going. And going out by yourself would be a little foolish here. So let's get a good scoping of how good the helpers still are. And we have Jerry Rogers here. He's at 64, 55, 69 there, 60, 54. So everyone is already a little tired. They have not fully recovered. So that means that I think we should have maybe an outside chance to try something with David Perry a little later. And I do need a different rider to do some work here up front then, if needed. So how about we take Frank Weiss, because he's so bad in this tour. He has saved up all his energy, and he was in perfect shape for stage number 4, and then got completely nuked by it. So yeah, he's still holding up in recovery though, which is great. Oh man, okay, we are going to fall behind again. And then do the jump. 6-4 instead of a 6-4 now, and then a 6-1. Yeah. Yep. Not good. So the peloton is splitting into parts once again. I think some others will try to get to the front and pull. So I only do a free reordering in this instance. Frank Weiss can stay right there. Yep. Someone is taking it. Jeffrey Barnes, you go to the front, mate. Yeah, there we have it. It's a 7-1. And a 7-4 for Sansa. That is nasty. He's so bad at these climbs. Ouch. The peloton just decided to jump a cobble climb. That is a little nasty. Those are medium cobbles only, so -2 on the cobblers. But still, we can't reach them with Frank Weiss. He's getting shafted. Oh, yeah, let's just move there then, I guess. David Perry can still hang in there. And I think we do want to hang in there, because there's too much flat and stuff to come. And another cobble climb there. Yeah. Yeah, not looking great though, is it? Yeah. Now they're just moving short. You bastards. You bastards. Just trying to nuke everyone. Yeah. Alright. Let's rejoin. Oh, well, we are still in the peloton. We were in the peloton, but these guys are 15 riders behind. that are going to rejoin. Some of the leaders already coming forward. That is somewhat astonishing, actually. Karl Seidel, maybe he wants to try something here. Yeah, I'll try to hang in with the peloton first, because attacking from 160 nodes out is a little much, even for him. But we sure should go a little forward here now. That is... Oh, yep, there they come. David Perry, Sansa, and everyone, because this is the final stage anyway, so it doesn't matter. David Perry not being too taken aback by this little cobble climb. And there we have Frank Weiss, he's doing fine as well. Sansa was too. Now there's just a little jump to Karl Seidel and Marco Haas. They were able to jump it in one. So indeed, he was attacking. He was coming forward to attack on this one. Oh shit, okay. Yep, he is very good in all the remaining terrain. Uh-huh. Okay, here's a chance to save a little bit, but that would mean that we are falling behind again. That would mean that we are falling behind again. Shit. Okay, what do we do here? Oh no, peloton. Yeah, now that is a decent move, because on the other hand, no. So let's check it out. Let's check it out. If we are moving here with David Perry, then on the next turn he can move there with just one attack point, giving us a decent amount of slipstream. There are technical sectors here though. And if we are moving to here, then, well, that's an easy move, but that spends a lot of attack points. So you know what, I think I'm going to fall behind here, and then rejoin the peloton at the bottom of the slope. Yeah, and that is exactly what happened. It's looking good. David Perry can just join in there, he has plenty of slipstream as well. And they're jumping this one. This will hurt. Yep, it does. But it's absolutely required. And there the favorites are coming forward, and we are kind of stuck here once again. David Perry, nah, you can't move, otherwise you lose all your remaining attack points, basically. Sansa, same thing, you only have 3 more attack points. This is not looking good whatsoever. Okay, that was a good move to the end of the slope there. No attacks going, no energy used because of all the slipstream we get. Now is the time to move forward. Yeah, even for Sansa. He is so low on everything. He really needs his major fitness peak for such a hard tour. It is deceiving how hard this tour actually is because of all the additional technical sectors that are grinding you down. Oh, now the favorites are going. Is that our chance? But no, all the other riders are in P2. Well, David Perry can maybe try something, so yeah, he's going there. And then the others... Ah, No Sultan is of course... No Sultan. No, I'm saying it again. Sansa is of course also up there. So he can follow this one. And Dennis and Frank are just going to go into rest mode. They have no chance anymore. It's fine. Thanks for the effort, guys. It's all in vain. And here we have an interesting situation. Little cobble climb towards the end. And we can just about join them. Just about. Where are they going to move from here? Oh, they're going to jump this climb, aren't they? And we can't. But yeah, we can follow this move. Yeah, with our remaining 2 attack points. Oh, shit. Okay. Now that's an interesting one. A free movement to down here with the group. And then they're all... Marco Haas is going, Karl Seidel is going. And Fedor is stuck in the climb itself. That's not the best place to be. Marco Haas takes it, Karl Seidel second. Popovic is a third. Nicely done. And we are moving hard here with David Perry, and the others are... Sansa is dying, as he has been for the last 2 stages. You can see how split up everything is, though. This was a tough stage once again. Let's take a look at the results. David Perry finishing 9th on the stage. What a result. Sansa 1.22 turns back. And yay! He got second. 10th 10th place overall! What an achievement! Well, he did win a stage. Could have won 2. But then he would probably have gotten 11th. Let's see if it was worth it. Race summary. We do get 13 points instead of those 50 we would have gotten for the win. Yes, okay, so lessons learned. If you have a potentially hard tour in front of you, take what you can get instead of trying to save for something that might never happen. Yeah. Okay, well, that was quite the experience. That was a learning experience for sure for our little team. Sansa not as strong as he seems as soon as there are hills. Let's keep that in mind. And next up is an easy one. Well, easy in terms of gameplay. It is a very flat ITT. And we do have some very good riders signed up for it. Dennis at his major fitness peak. So he has a good chance there. David is looking pretty solid too. And so is Vladimir, our own rider. He has his minor fitness peak for that one. So is there anything to do? Oh, we did have a level up. Oh, nice. Nice. Let's take a look at the team page. And that was not David Perry, of course. Oh, Frank Weiss, of course. Frank did have a level up. So now he's going to finally get some more attack points. Or do we want to give him some more energy per turn? So that he doesn't have to use as many attack points. Could go either way. So, Frank Weiss, you have your level up there. And do we want to increase your attack pool? Or do we want to give you even more recovery? So that you can underperform on the 20th stage. I'm maybe a little cynical about his performance there. Yeah, so I think you just need, because you have so much recovery already, I think we can give you a bit more energy per turn. Small pool of energy, not that important if you have really good recovery. And this will mean that you use less attack points during the stage. And then the next level ups we can make you a little faster. Or more endurance in attacking. And then level 6 I would put into attack per turn. First scouting action for the season. We should now at our new rank, which is significantly higher, at the start of the season at least, 26 there, should be yielding quite a bit better results. But we also do have loads of riders to pick from. Very high potential riders too. Who did get thrown out by the AI teams, who have not found a new team to stay with. So let's scout for a replacement for David Perry, because he is going to go into his pension exile. So we have awful riders. I promised way too much. This is looking horrendous. Let's choose Otto Schulte, because he is a top 1 rider. His stats actually are, considering that he's level 1, aren't that bad, but yeah. Okay. Okay. I think we're going to go with Bronislav Sidorov. He is really strong. Look at those stats. He has a speed of 15. But recovery 0. Oh man, that hurts. That hurts really bad. Who more do we have? Recovery 6. Oh, that would be an interesting play. Arthur Clark, Cobble Expert, with a recovery of 6. Now that sounds interesting. Like 6 is so damn high. And yeah, we can just give him a few more points there. We could make him a Cobble time trialer, and he has... so if we did that, if we go put attack points on the next level up and give him the specialization, because that's at level 5, right? Time trial, then he's at 16. And then all of a sudden we're talking. And that is then really solid stats. And that's a decent energy per turn too. So yeah, I think I'm going to sign him onto my shortlist. There are some other very, very decent riders, but we have plenty more opportunity to take a look at this. So, yeah, let's sign him first. And that should be it, and we can progress to the Arrow of Timur. Ah, yes, the Steinway Classic. And Tim Hartmann, where the cobble races are shining. Yeah, this end section here was tough enough with the cobble sector there that he got an advantage. So, looking good. Well done, sir. Coldman Sox Finance did manage to pull that one out. Yeah, all the climbing guys are now going, that we faced off in the first month. They are now going to this stage, Montepione. Yeah, and there are some good teams in there, ranked 11th. And Frank Washington is the one who pulls it out. Nice. Yeah, he's a really good rider. Not much competition here. We do have Harvard Road Services. He's a flat 2 rider. Max Bush, yeah, we know him. We do have, Archanan Fitness Racing. Yeah, they do have very decent time trialers. Level 5, that might be a challenge. Denis Tarasov is on the list, but yeah, he's just in 6th place there. There's not much tactics you can apply here. Yeah, let's see how it goes. He's just a 1 in time trial, of course. So, but it's major fitness peak. That is calculated in those stats, though. So how are we going here? And Vladimir, of course. Vladimir is there as well. Let's see what we can do. He does have plenty of attack points, so it is keeping, as long as we can keep on good nodes, we need to go 1 below max so that we can keep up that speed. And that would be the same here for... Oh, Pavel Gusev is here as well, and he's killing it on this first move at least. Yeah, with his +1 in flat, that of course helps. So yeah, let's go 1 short there as well. And here we have David Perry. He's not known to be the fastest. He is very tenacious, but certainly not the fastest. But he's just here with his little fitness peak for the coming month, because that is where he has his major fitness peak. So he's just going there. And Dennis looking solid so far. 24 attack points in total. And that looks like we move to there and then across. Yeah, and then we have our max move right there. All right, so just under the 3 turns for the stage. Right, we need to move there. This seems to be pretty simple and straightforward, but he might be dropping his 9 there, so that is going to put a damper on this. Might land 1 short, but that's fine. And we are not going to be able to finish from here, are we? No, not even close. So yes, we need to go there. It's looking solid. And not quite reaching with Pavel. So let's go... Should we go there or use our max? Because this is getting us to there. I don't think it matters for this one. But let's go 1 short. Oh, wow! He was so damn fast! Holy shit! You are a machine, sir. Look at that. 4 in flat, 9.7. Yeah. Alright, we are going to go there. It looks like a 2nd place finish then. Maybe. Is anyone else joining me? That's a 2 there now, right? There are 2 riders. 3 right. No, those are there. So I'm here. Yes. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Pavel Gusev going there. You need to do your max move now. And yes, just about reaching there. That is out of the top 10 anyway, but... Alright, and David Perry, well, you just do your max move and move across. So let's see what max moving across the lines gives us in terms of finish. 3 turns exactly. Yes! 2nd place finish for Dennis. Okay, solid performance, mate. Solid performance. And Pavel Gusev. Huh. Beating the time trialist, who is our own character. We have gotten no, even though we are a TT rider, we got no points in the Arrow of Timur. That is a little pathetic, I have to say. That is a little pathetic. So overall, we did pretty well. 190 points in total. That moves us up our requirements a little bit, but still deep in the red. So sure need to perform in future races. And the next one up is the coast race. The Leuven Coast Race. That one is looking much more like something where we could get a few wins with Sansa. He doesn't have his fitness peak there, but he's still quick. Oh, also, I'm just seeing that we did get another level up. And who could that be? Denis Tarasov, because he's a boss. What do we do with Denis? He is strong already. But, and what is coming up for him? Not that much. The sprints are coming up, which, basically no participation in that one. Should be able to basically win that then, if he's a proper time trialer. Yeah, maybe. Maybe let's look here. Denis Tarasov, level up, time. And this one, of course, makes him very strong in time trials, but also gives him that +1 in flat is so nice to get. And that is why you don't get any additional attack points for level 2, but you do get for level 1. That is because the +1 in flat is very strong. Sprinting, not his thing, doesn't matter. What do we want to give him? Like even more speed? Maybe a little bit more recovery? Or maybe more attack points? For a little bit more endurance in those time trials. So currently he can pull through a time trial with like 80 to 90 nodes, as we've seen. We're just moving almost max every turn. But that is 3 turns or 4 turns. Thereabouts. This would extend it to 4 turns. On the other hand, this would just in general make him 1 faster, but also waste a bit more energy along the way, which he doesn't have that much of. But that is something that you get some of in the circumstances where you have a fitness peak. So, yeah, I mean, with his plus in flat, I think this will make him a little bit more powerful. So let's go that route. Scouting and shortlisting. Let's see if we find our David Perry. There we go. Flat. No. No. So let's pick up some more talent. Picking up Alberto Rubio would be a pretty soon level 5 rider. Very young. Not too high potential. But very decent stats once he gets his level up, because this can be an 8, and then he's rock solid at a recovery rating of 4. And at a fitness peak, he would then be a 9-6 with 4 recovery and decent amounts of energy and even more recovery. And about, what would that be? Like 19 attack points? That sounds very nice, actually. So let's pick him up. And he's pretty cheap. Now we're going to get into the coast race. Let's just take a quick look. This looks like a very, very quick finish. And all these stages are not having too many hazards. This one, is there any mountain rating in this? Yeah, there was there. Right, that's why we take, who was it, Frank Weiss? Are you coming with us? Yeah, he's the one for stage number 4. So before then, we're just popping him in P3 for the whole duration. And then have him go hard on stage number 4 and try to grab those mountain points, because those are the only ones. Walter Stein winning the Floridian Masters this year ahead of Dino Lombardi. Yeah, really nicely done. He is a downhill mountain 2-2 rider, while Dino Lombardi is more of an all-rounder. He is flat 1, downhill 1 in mountain 2. This one looks super hard. Mühle Felsbach is a hilly, heavy cobble race. And look at that finish. That's a severity 4 cobble sector right there, followed by severity 3 cobble sector right before the finish, on the finish line. Nice! And Billy King takes it. Weisshorn. So Frank is in here. Yeah, good luck with this. But on the other hand, Christian Gross, mountain level 2 rider. I think he might just inch out the Washington. Let's see. And he did. Both did. Lukas Frank as well as Christian Gross. Neat. So they were starting from 0. Now they have 470 points. Quite strong, that. And now, here we are, our race. 387, that's long. But there's not much to do here. So auto rest mode is on. And, of course, there's fast road deliveries in here. Which means some proper fast guys. Yeah, this is going to be a little tough, but we know what to do. And that, of course, is hide for as long as possible. Frank Weiss, yeah. 4 riders up the road. No one following there. Justin Gray. Ah, looks like an additional rider made it across. Now we have... Whoa! Wow, that's a strong escape. That is a total of 3, 5, 7 plus flat ratings in a group of 5. But the peloton is not playing around. Look at these moves. It's 20. Super efficient. And just as a reminder why 20 is super efficient, that is the point where the peloton's lead rider, the one who is moving first, gets 1 slipstream from all the riders riding behind him. I'm getting a little worried about the distance to these guys, because they are very potent in terms of stats, and we haven't really tired them out much, apart from the start, where everyone was pulling a little too hard. So let's wait another turn and then decide on if we want to move a rider forward a little in order to help with the chase. So there they are. 24, 18, 38, 54 for Justin Gray. He looks the strongest in there. Yeah, that's decent, but there are 2 weak riders in here. So these guys are out. They're on the same team too. But Danilo Gatti, as well as Archanan and Justin Gray. These guys are looking pretty strong still. They could go the distance. But I don't think it's... this is looking like it's going to be super tough to chase them down once we get going. So I think here we use Pavel Gusev to do some chasing. That looks about right. I think he's on his fitness trough, isn't he? Yeah. He has only 22 attack points instead of 24. And now, 1 less energy per turn than he usually has after the level up. Or did we give him that? I'm confused as always. So, yeah, but he's going to chase. Let's start to move him up a little. Alright, Pavel has arrived in P1. And now, what we can do is... David Perry should probably also start to move forward a little in case there is some opportunity waiting. Frank Weiss, of course, stays back, but I've turned off auto rest mode because that is a little dangerous in those situations. No, I was just about to say, there's a little bit of weakness in those escapees. Not all are jumping. That's exactly the ones that... no, not exactly the ones I would expect to go, but there's still 100 nodes left from the peak right there. And we are getting into a good position with the peloton down at the bottom of the slope, so just 1 turn behind. I wonder if the leaders are going to come forward now that everyone is here at the foot of the climb. That might give some opportunity. Yeah, this is a little tricky. Long downhill, no technical sectors, so this is going to be fast. And they still have a turn advantage, but very slow speeds. I think with Nur Sultan, who is not a Nur Sultan, but rather a Sansa, I'm going to come to the front. And... yeah... maybe seize the opportunity to do an attack or so. But he does have very low energy per turn at the moment, so yeah, we shall see. Sansa, are you really coming to the front? Well, over this terrain it really doesn't matter if you're back or front, and now we still can move without using attack points. So let's do that. David Perry as well, coming to the front, and Frank Weiss staying at the back and probably falling off very soon. That's a little nasty by them, but not too bad. Like the shafting the climbers by moving into the downhill as well with 1 node. But yeah, looking good still. Flat, flat, flat. They're not reaching the next downhill in any capacity anytime soon. 6-2. Yep, it's perfect. And there you see, the effect. Xavier Duval, in this instance, was part of the peloton. And he decided, after they moved here and tried to shaft him, that no, this is not something that he allows them to do. Because look at their stats. He has +2 in mountain. Moving one farther makes it worse for him, quite a bit worse. So he's actually falling behind and choosing to not follow the peloton in that instance. And that is exactly the kind of thing that happens if you choose to move one short or one too far across these sections. You get rid of the bonus for other riders. So quite tricky, that. And I have a feeling that the leaders are now going all to emerge from this bunch. If that is the case, then yeah, there's some more work to do. But I hope they're not. Yeah, there they come. I wanted to have them one more turn. Yeah, maybe. That's a flat rider. Maybe they wouldn't follow an attack by David Perry. Who knows? Maybe something can happen here. Well, I do want to keep the opportunity, at least. Or I want to get the opportunity. And for that we are in position. They're making a strong move. And it's a very strong and efficient move. Pavel Gusev can barely pull any further than this. If we were able to reach this somehow, then I would consider it, but no. No, we are not. Alright, Frank Weiss gets 9 slipstream down there. Sansa is not quite able to reach either. So yeah, we're just staying in position. This is going to end in a mass sprint, it looks like. And I do think we have the luxury of using David Perry to fall behind a bit. And Pavel do we want to keep Pavel there to be potentially pulling for Sansa? How strong are the lead-out riders here? Quite weak. They are quite weak. There's not much speed in them. We still have 80 nodes to go too, though. So yeah, it is not quite the time yet to get to the front. But certainly time to potentially place an attack. A last-minute attack. So David Perry, you go back. Shit. You go back there and just get overwhelmed by everyone being on your wheel all of a sudden. Yeah, that's what's happening. And that is a very, very strong move. 25. That sets us up nicely for landing in the downhill there. And then it's all to the line. And massive amounts of potential slipstream. 9 maximum slipstream for this final dash, because it's slightly downhill. And this is the point where Frank Weiss is just taking it easy, because he needs to lose some time for that 4th stage. So what I'm going to do here now is move all the way to the back, even use an attack point for that. Does he use one as well? Yep, perfect. That's even better. He uses an attack point for this. All the way to the back. They're probably not going to want to attach to us there. And then we have 2 turns to move up to P0 and to position ourselves, which I think is exactly what we need. Now let's see how this goes. David Perry, yeah, you go back here as well to try and get an opportunity. There's one more rider coming to the front. It was Xavier. Are we even going to reach the escapees at this rate? I think we are with the upcoming moves. Where are they? Down there, still a few moves, a few nodes out. How fast are they? Not very is the answer. Oh, he's pretty decently fast there. He might actually win. Can't even see P0 here anymore. But this is this going to be the last turn? 14 plus around 15 would be the move. So 29, 30-ish for the fastest riders. We are in a good place here to follow the strongest moves. What would the strongest move be? We do have downhill nodes in there, so flat doesn't count as a pure stat. Ethan Hall here is a prime candidate. He has 2 in flat, 1 in downhill, so it would be 1 downhill that counts. And then 1 sprint, 8-6. That is 14 plus 1, so 15. Fabian Ludwig, no, not quite, plus 15 and no bonus. Not too slow. Oh, wow. Jonas Winter. He is the one. He is the one who is the main competitor in this, it looks like. He has 15, 16, and then +4 in sprint. And massive amounts of resources left. So I'm going to join the pack at the front right now, so that the best position actually becomes to be in this bunch. And these guys are then stuck a little too far behind. Yeah, let's see, is there any potential lead out in here that is still somewhat decent? Are they going to be able to cross the line? Now I need to do some counting here, it seems. That is a little too far. 32 nodes? These guys don't reach that. So you know what? That means it's still a little early. On the other hand, that means something else. That means these guys in here will reach it, but not up front. So I think this will be decided with an attack, not a mass sprint. Ha! That will be interesting. So who is going to be that lead-out rider who just nukes it? This is very hard to tell, but I think we just need to make sure to get on Jonas Winter's wheel, because that can't be too bad a place in this situation. Okay, so David Perry, you move forward to there. This is so tricky. I love it. I love it. Super tricky. Can't really tell what's going to happen exactly, but there are several scenarios that are likely. So Pavel is also moving into position. And then we have Sansa, who is actually going to be in front of those riders. So these two are going to try and follow in the slipstream, because as we said, the slipstream will actually be massive. So we do want to have a buffer behind. Is Jonas Winter a little too far back though? It's really decided by how hard these guys move and how much velocity is going to be built up. This is a very tricky sprint, but I think this is the position to go for. Alright, let's see what happens. Are they going to go ham on this one? They are indeed not. Okay. 13 riders there. Darkan is not quite finished yet. And he's now... Oh, he still has some, so he's going to win. He's going to take that win. I do want to be placed highly up there. So I'm going to go and follow them here. David Perry. Still can't do anything else but follow. And the same goes for Pavel Gusev. And Jonas Winter is positioning himself on our wheel. This is interesting to see. How can we trick them? This doesn't look like there's any pulling power in these guys. That means that a good lead-out rider needs to be placed. And I think that good lead-out rider will be Pavel. And he's coming quite late. In the selection, that is. So what I'm going to do is keep this situation the way it is for now, but going to move forward a little. Although these guys are irrelevant at the moment. How many of these are relevant? He's out. He's pretty good. Really good, actually. He's a 7-8, so plus 15, plus 1. So this seems to be the guy to be behind. And then we have another one in Louis Weiss, who's really strong. And Ilya here as well. Okay. And then Jonas is behind us. So if I move into position somewhere here behind Louis Weiss, or maybe behind Ilya, so I'm in a good spot, but then put Pavel up front to do the final pull and max out, then I think... Oh, Kirill is here as well. He will follow Louis Weiss and Ilya. They will create so much velocity that I can still pass, but Jonas Winter will not be able to pass. Especially not if David Perry is also following. That will be the play. So, let's... yeah, we are already positioned. David Perry is on my wheel. And Pavel... Jonas just confirmed his position. He wants to be on our wheel because he sees us as the strongest sprinter in the remaining bunch. So, we are going to the front here now. And... where do we want to go? Where do we want to place? All these sprinters, though, that are back here, they will now see the new situation, and they will act on it, and probably get on my wheel directly. We shall see about that, how that works out. So this was the guy we wanted to be following. Alright, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Darkan wins. It was an excellent one. And there we go. Yep, that was the lead out. Eduardo is going hard to there. Pavel Gusev can follow. Okay. And, that's a lot of velocity already. There comes Pavel. That's a third place he won't be able to keep, so let's just keep it the way it is. No, we can't. No, we got out-positioned by the others. We can't move up there. Look at that. That's way too much. We can move up 8 places. That's not enough. So now we got out-sprinted. Outsmarted. We weren't far enough forward. There were some riders in here. But it's still the riders that we said would be doing it. There were other riders that pushed in front of us to get that position in the last moment. Okay, got outsmarted there. That was a fair and square loss. I'm not going to spend any attack points so that we have more for the next stage. And Frank Weiss coming across the line, fresh as always. That was a really cool sprint stage. I love the positioning and tactics towards the end, and how many situations can unfold with the current mechanics. The only thing that I'm wanting to change, which I probably will be doing for the second week of patching. First, we are getting rid of all the severe issues that people are finding. And then, once the game plays properly, as intended, then we are going to start tweaking more. And what I'm going to consider tweaking is moving up to P0, costing resources, and for much later, further down the line, maybe add a feature where moving in P0 actually costs 1 resource per position. That will be very interesting to see how that plays. But and I would, of course, first test it before unleashing it on the world. But yes, so cool stage. Unfortunately, not very successful for us, but we are up there. We are within 0.13 turns of the leader. And with that, let's call it an episode. I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.